I was kind of expecting this because sometimes we have grand ideas and they just never, in this case, pan out. And this is just one of them. So, pretty much, what have we learned? Well, we have learned, number one, that it's not a complete failure, this machine, but it is not successful either. It's only partially successful. But what we've learned is, before my microphone cut off in the other stream and nobody could hear a word I was saying, we're getting all that is just compacting right there, right in that crack. Everything's just compacting. And it's not compacting in the good way, it's compacting in the bad way. Simply, we're getting clay and a whole bunch of other heavy rocks and stuff that are just barricading themselves in that corner. So, this means that this design isn't going to work as good as we thought it would. What we probably want to do is a few things we can actually do. We can actually make a little ramp for the material to go up instead of just barricading itself in that corner. That could be done fairly easily, but we can't have the material barricading itself in that corner because we're just not going to be getting the kind of action that we need with the rocker box. You can't have material stopping in your sluice, unfortunately. You can have it suspended. You can have the material suspended at the bottom for a little bit, but you can't have it sticking in a corner like that and be very successful, unfortunately. So some further modifications need to happen with that. I need to make a little ramp for the material to ramp out of the chute so that the box is clearing out. That is paramount to its success. In contrast, we look over here to the before my battery dies. We look in contrast over here to Trommel 1, where the material is suspended in here, but it's full on lifting up and crashing down, lifting up and crashing down. But it can exit at the first point of the least resistance, which is down there. Right? That's where the gold and the other clays can exit. Here, unfortunately, it has no exit. Under there, that's just a solid wall. And it doesn't want to climb. So what does this tell me? Well, it tells me that this particular design is not going to make it, at least with the front of the box. So what do we have to do? We have to go back to square one, and we have to say, okay, how are we going to get this thing to clear off but still retain a little bit of liquid? I could probably cut down here, just on that lip, to where it just has a little bit of a bump to go over, but then onto another sluice box. And that is probably, most likely, how we're going to have to roll from here. Okay, so my phone's getting ready to die. We did get a little bit of gold, but unfortunately, I think I might have been blowing out gold because gold does not like brick walls. You know, if you get enough material packing itself up against that brick wall, it's just not going to work out in your favor. It's not going to settle down where you think it is. And you're just going to get clay and heavy rocks barricading itself against that wall because it can't leave. So you've got to have a decent flow. So we know that this, 90-degree angle isn't going to work for us. So we're just going to have to get it back to the drawing board. We'll probably end up just cutting this right out and having possibly just an open barrel that we can just wash out into a sluice. But yeah, but it pays. It pays to go through the rigors of testing to know exactly what's going to perform the best, what doesn't work, and just simple modifications that you can do. But very short stream, this one. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And yeah, let's hope we get a bit more rain. But thank you so much, and signing out for now.